GSL.
What's up, guys? We're back. It's time for the losers match. It will be between Soulkey and San. The loser is about to be knocked out of the GSL Code S.
That's right. Two very good players here. Going to be sad to see one of them go. Who will it be, though? Because San has, again, like the greatest winning percentage ever in ZvP, or in PvZ. But here, let me just level with you. Oh my God, Iron Fortress! What the hell?
What?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Cool. Let's see what happens.
All right. Well, okay. I got to say something real quick. Let me just get this out. Okay. San does the same things every single game ever against Zerg. He is going to go Gateway Expansion into 4-Gate Zealot. Most likely every game. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to mix it up. Okay. But if Soulkey loses to that, he deserves to not be in Code S, because if you study San at all, he does that like 90% plus the time, and he almost always does immortal pushes as well. So those are the two things Soulkey has to be ready for.
Quotosis 2015.
That's it.
Game number 1 is up in this best of 3. Let's see how it turns out. In the upper right, in the blue, one of the best Zergs of all time.
TCM Soulkey.
And again, now maybe San actually hasn't had many PvZs lately, but so he might have other strats. We'll see.
What's so funny, Artosis?
Nothing. Who's that?
I don't know.
Yo Flash Wolf San.
But look, San hasn't had many professional PvZs lately. Like I'm talking through SSL and GSL. So. He's played like maybe one in Online Cup or something, but anyways, the point is, if you've actually looked into him at all over the course of his career in the past year plus, like he goes, like I have the build order written down on a piece of paper and it's barely changed. It's like he'll make a Zealot before his Nexus, and he'll make the Mothership Core, and then probably a Sentry to keep it home. The probe will be on the map, he'll make the Pylon, and he'll warp in a bunch of Zealots. And then he kills almost every Zerg almost every time. But this can be defended if you do your homework. The way that Life ends up doing it is using the combination of Queens and Lings. So, anyways, we'll see if he does that. The thing is, every time I sell this so hard, he does it anyways. So I'm not really too afraid of having to eat my words and having him do something else. But
let's see what he does.
Yeah. If Soulkey loses to that, then he's done no homework.
It's kind of weird that we have these two players in the losers match.
Yeah.
San and Soulkey. Nothing against Marine King and
hey, is that a Zealot?
Yoda.
Is he making a Zealot before his Nexus?
Oh.
Huh. You might think I've watched a game or two of his before.
I would have guessed such a thing. I'm really interested in seeing the game on Iron Fortress as well.
Yeah, I can't wait. I haven't ever seen a game
seen
there.
that map. Well, we've seen the pictures of it. We haven't seen any games on it yet.
Yeah. I almost loaded it up yesterday.
Oh,
or
yeah?
Not yesterday because I was sick, but the day before. I almost went and looked for it on the Korean server to load it up, but I was like, you know what? People are just going to ban this till like the finals, basically. I don't need to load this up yet. Anyways, there's that Zealot before the Nexus. The Zealot before the Nexus. Huh.
What is going on, Artosis?
Oh, who would have thought that?
All right, is he going to Nostradamus over here?
The Mothership Core. Huh. I wonder if he'll add 3 gates. We'll see.
Let's see.
I don't know. Maybe
Are you sure you're not from the future? Did you steal that almanac from Back to the Future and you just came here to predict all these games?
The esports almanac.
The esports almanac.
But I'm altering time because I'm a famous commentator, and that's why my predictions are wrong sometimes. I'm altering the timeline, guys. The future I come from is a beautiful place. I don't know where we're
All you had to
now.
do was bet on those matches with that almanac, Artosis, and instead...
The 4th gate he normally makes behind his minerals because it's like hidden there. So it's like a little bit trickier. We'll see if he does it. Oh, he's chrono boosting the warp gate. Oh, there's 4th gate. Where'd he put it?
Let's see where he put it. Did he put it back
behind
here?
His minerals?
Oh my God, you are from the future.
Oh my God, look at this. San is doing the same build he does every single game.
I think I need to go back in time too and stop older you from giving younger you that almanac.
Well, at least you know time travel's invented. in our timeline. All right, so he even sees the pylon, and of course, again, if Soulkey's done any homework, he knows this is coming. So he should be able to hold this.
So he peeks over there, sees there's nothing at this third, so he can just focus all of his attention on the second.
So he's getting a layer. That's probably not what you want to do.
Who wins with this? Just tell us right now, since you predicted everything so well.
Son's going to win this.
Son's going to win?
Yeah, I don't like the counter here. He's
Okay.
going into Roach, and I do appreciate that you would think that Roaches counter this. And actually, we saw another Sentry warped in at home.
Yeah, that was weird. That was really weird.
Wasn't expecting that, but I guess he's just trying to be safe.
Well, there are lings coming around. Looks like they are going to go to the main, too.
Is he
nope,
not?
Nope.
Yeah, it looks like he might be already not doing this build. Like,
Yeah,
I think he's faking it a little. Well, I think maybe it got scouted, and he's like, you know what, screw it, I'm not gonna try for this. Because here's the thing about Son, he does this build every game, but he knows every damn branch out of it, every single one. Like this guy, he knows how to transition from this into Immortal All-Ins, but like he knows how to get out of this build and play a longer game. Like he can go into macro games. Okay, he does sometimes. But anyways, this is turning out to be much more of a pressure than anything else. Like, just by warping in Zealots there and his opponent knowing that there are Zealots being warped in there, this is a viable pressure that he's doing.
Well, we see that he's just continuing to crank out Roaches. We've got 8 of them now. A lot of times this is the build or this playstyle you'll see on the ladder, the approach that Son has where he's doing the same thing in this matchup over and over again. So you can master all the possible ways to switch around what you want to do. The Zealots are coming up here to hit this hatch, and there's a lot of them over there.
Yeah, and this was actually very nice.
Yep, he forces a cancel, and the Zealots are just going to run away from the Roaches. The hatch is now remaking.
Yeah, this was I quite like this. This was a great move to force a cancel on that hatchery.
Tosis approves. Oh, and he's actually going to come out here with these sentries?
Yeah,
no, he's going to go defend the
making a
third.
Twilight. Looks like he's going to go into more of a normal play from here, which, again, he can actually do. But, you know, his opening was pretty effective, I would say, right?
Yep.
It was a very late third for Soulkey already, but then he forced a cancel on it. Now, there are going to be Roaches with speed and burrow up. So I like Soulkey's position here, to be honest.
And he just barely gets that Overlord. The Roaches are coming down here. This could be problematic right now for Son.
Uh-oh.
Oh, breaching into the main here.
Yeah, even those 4 lings, that's pretty annoying. He's got to be careful, doesn't want to lose these sentries.
Not quite enough Zealots here. You might have to throw up some force fields to get those away safely.
Yeah.
And I don't know why these lings are now coming down over here. Well, it looks like he's just going to breach this.
Oh, man, this is really rough. He only has 100 energy on this Mothership core, so probably going to have to use the Nexus Cannon at the natural, which means Soulkey can back up and go towards the third.
Force fields come down, but he immediately darts over here to where these sentries are.
Yeah, this is really bad. Okay, that was some great force fielding, actually. He buys a lot of time over here. But in the meantime, Soulkey is going up into Swarm Hosts.
Okay, he actually gets the pylon over there, unpowering that gateway. Now he loops back around. We have only 1 cannon over here. Sentries not very well defended. Not a lot of energy left on these sentries either, so he's backing up again.
But hey, you know what? Those force fields actually worked out. Like, he let in just enough Roaches that he could deal with. Now, he is making Immortals to try to deal with these Roaches, but the thing is, there's actually... Whoa, he's even making Infestors, which is really interesting. You really don't see many Infestors made this early in the matchup, but since Son is so reliant on Zealots and Sentries at this point in the game, and maybe he's even guessing that there's Immortals being made, the Infestor is going to be a strong unit. And of course, against all those units described, Swarm Host is quite nice.
Huh. Well, it is kind of cool to see how Son does have an answer to everything when he does his build, you know?
Yeah.
Even though it's...
He knows what he's doing with it better than anyone.
You've called it perfectly when he was coming out here with it. Sitting at the Robotech now, more gates are coming up. The Swarm Hosts are hatching out.
Well, it's going to be a pretty sizable count of Swarm Hosts, to be honest, before there's any splash damage to deal with him. Ooh, his army split. That's gross. Ooh, this is a...
And actually, they might get caught over here. No, he's backing up. He's going down south now.
He realized that they split. Can't let him split. Like, already that army is so podunk. You do not want that splitting up.
He's coming up here to the upper left-hand side of the map. I believe Locusts are actually being directed south. So...
Hey, he's going to be able to snipe that hatch, I think.
Well... Oddly enough, we have Soulkey actually coming down here now to the bottom. He wants to put pressure onto the third base. So there's a chance both these guys are going to lose a base.
Yeah, there certainly is.
Obviously, Protoss can try to recall back home, but
Soulkey's definitely one of the more mobile users of Swarm Host. Definitely walks around with them a bit more than other players. So kind of cool to see him try to push down and do something with them, but
well, so far it was
effect.
Really effective by Son. We have a War Prism coming up here into the upper right into the main, and the majority of Soulkey's army is actually a little bit below the halfway marker on the map. Oh, don't do that.
Just enough units to really say no.
So he drives that out. Now the question is, how's Son's defense going to be over here? He's going to start pushing forward with these Swarm Hosts.
Dude, this is cool with the 3 Infestors.
Yeah, well, he can fungal stuff and then just dies.
Yeah, really.
I mean, it complements actually
this
very
is
well
really
the Locust.
Cool. What a neat little thing that Soulkey's doing here, just throwing 3 Infestors in the mix.
Yeah, tactically it's really smart.
Yeah, because like you could have 3 more Swarm Hosts, but I feel like those 3 Infestors are actually scarier than 3 more Swarm Hosts right now. Because as you said, if you fungal, they just die.
Yeah.
There's no option.
Especially considering it's mostly Stalkers. I mean, there's not much they can really do against that.
Yeah, totally. Just hold them back and let your Swarm Host kill them.
Actually, a lot there to defend. We have Mutalisks being made as well here by for Soulkey.
A Mutalisk.
One Mutalisk.
You can't say Mutalisks when there's
no
only
more.
one.
Yeah, you're right. There's no more. There's one Muta making.
One Muta.
Now,
I
will say, for all the not even a mutt, just a mutt. Okay, now he's making more. I was going to say, in all the StarCraft games I've casted over a very long, probably about 10 years casting StarCraft, I will say you don't normally see the one tactical Muta used.
No, certainly not.
There's
not
lots
too
of different
often.
strategies you can do, but it's never make one Muta. One lone Mutalisk.
Mutalisks are good, but
like flying around like a dragon, terrorizing the village. No, that's not how it happens, man.
Funny.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to point out that the double Robo Colossus so quickly, I like it. And there's like 2 schools of thought. There's like the CJ Hero where you just stay on one Robo for Colossus and go into air while harassing. And then there's like a lot of Protosses recently are trying this just power into mass Colossus to overrun Stormhost type play.
Yeah, to actually punch your way through that.
I don't think it's actually been generally agreed upon which is actually the stronger way to do it, but I like this way, personally. Ooh, a nice little harassment move here with these Langs and Roaches. Nice fungal going down, but does he actually have enough to hold on here? That's 4 Colossus.
Yeah, good fungals, but not much else over here. He does another nice fungal.
Those force fields are really good.
Yeah, and he can walk right over him now. There's going to be another wave of Swarmos.
Oh, man, blinking right up, going to be able to pick off these Corruptors, it looks like.
Damn, son. This is pretty impressive. Down here, these are on hold position, so they're not doing much of anything, and it looks like Soulkey's too preoccupied trying to stay alive over here. Now that base, the gold base, has been killed off.
Well, this is a lot of Locusts coming out now, and yeah, he still has the 4 Colossus, but these Locusts are coming from multiple directions. Oh, a missed fungal right there. It's actually kind of a big deal that he missed that fungal.
Ouch, gets that Infestor now. Roach coming down here from the top. It does seem that there is enough Colossi here that he could just shave off the Locusts as they come at him.
It seems like he's just going to break through everything.
But basically, Soulkey has to win this, or he's going to be in just too much trouble.
Yeah, you have
if you lose the Swarm Host, you lose the game.
Yeah.
They're too expensive.
There's no detection here for Protoss, actually.
Oh, that's so funny.
Wait, maybe there is now.
No, I don't see one.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think it's actually
there. He has
there.
one observer, but I don't see it.
I think no, it's coming up. It's down here. You see on the mini map? No, excuse me. That's not it. Where is it?
No, I'm not sure, but
okay, see it now. There it is.
Here. There it is. It's finally up there.
I was right all along. It was down there.
Okay, and well, he killed all the Colossi, but a lot of Swarm Hosts did end up dying there.
Now, had the observer been there the entire time, this game would probably have been over.
I think you're right.
I mean, he wouldn't have left the game, but all the Swarm Hosts would be dead, and that's...
Well, he would have killed the Swarm Hosts on the bottom so much quicker, and then less damage would have been dealt to his army, so the game might have ended.
All right, so he's going to target down this hatch, and he's actually splitting up the Stalkers. This is pretty smart.
Yeah, even killing a couple live creep tumors.
And he'll probably just blink down now and try to run away.
Yeah, nothing there to really catch him, it looks like.
That's too bad he wasn't going by the gold base here. He could have actually hopped over there and blinked and killed that.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Well, Locusts are starting to put more pressure down here. In fact, these Stalkers are about to run into some Locusts right over there.
You know, I think the main problem here is that Son actually has the bottom right. So even though he's lost all of his tech units, he's on 4 bases. So this attack that Soulkey's doing is Soulkey's lifeline. He has to get something done right here, right now.
He is maxed out. I mean, he's
That's
actually...
true. He's against 100 supply, so this is definitely...
It's hard to imagine a Protoss holding off a maxed out Zerg army, but...
If he does, though, on 4 bases against 3...
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty scary stuff. Oh, God, with just Stalkers. GG.
GG.
Right,
Soulkey wins game number 1.
Really different game, for sure.
Man, Soulkey's so good. Good Swarm House play. He was just really in control of what his opponent was doing. I think that Son could have possibly pulled out a win had he had the Observer over there. He could have taken out a lot of the Swarm House. The game, at the bare minimum, would have at least moved on. Soulkey's he's got some of the best Swarm House usage you can see. StarCraft II. He's very technical with them.
He plays with them differently than a lot of players. Like, he moves them around a lot. And he always really has. It's I feel like he's more exciting to watch with Swarm Host than most players. Okay, Iron Fortress. We don't have a lot to say about this map. It's brand new. It's only in GSL. It's 4 players. It's big. It looks cool. I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see what happens, guys.
We're every match except this one.
We're all going to be learning this map at the same time.
Maybe even Soulkey Son as well.
I wonder which player picked this.
Oh, it was left because you banned.
Oh my God, that's right. What am I saying? So, Soulkey against Son here on Iron Fortress. Son losing that last game did a nice Swarm Host play from Soulkey. And it's ready to go. Guys, tell your friends to tune in here. I'm Tasteless. With me is Artosis. We're Tastosis. And this